Hey Raz, how's it going? Oh, that's good. At least you're moving along on it. Hey, what's up, Raccoon? Well, at least you got a week off of work. I don't know, come up with another project. Or maybe get some stuff together to prep for, get ready when the kits do come in. All I know is down here, traffic is crazy because everyone's coming out here for the weekend. Hey, what's up, Wells? Alright, let's get this mallet in here finally. I think the kits I ordered from that site are still delayed. Who knows when they're going to come in. Yeah, things are getting better, Wells. Hanging in there. Appreciate it. Just gotta get a bunch of my own stuff done for a bit. You know, just gotta get back to work, get stuff done. I'm hoping this will work. I don't think this will. I didn't want to glue this, but I might have to. It's not going in the way I wanted it to. Maybe that might work. Put some gluing around the edges, but let the eaves connect at the back. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I want to try to, as long as nothing goes wrong next week, I got a stream working on that Colossus too. I really want to get that done. I haven't had much of a chance to work on any of my own stuff, which I might do tomorrow just to kind of clear my head a bit. Just kind of pull out one or two of my items I'm working on and just kind of work on those. Haven't really done too much, you know. Just been with family, and whenever I'm home, I was working on that Scarlet Witch So maybe I'll take a day off. Temu? Never heard of that raccoon. Just one of those other sites or something, or is it like popular? Oh, never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. Okay, we'll let that set up. Alright, so I still got to do the zipper on her, but we'll do that another time. We're going to do the bangs on her now. And then we'll start messing around with the other projects. What's up, Hangerbird? Damn, this place is a mess. I gotta clean. Hey, what's up, Iceman? Just working, enjoying the nice weather. Got warmer out, but first day I had to put the AC on. And it's actually working, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I got one of those wall units right up over here. Right now it's not hot outside where my studio becomes a hot box. Yeah, I got one of those cheesy wall units right there. But it serves its purpose. I would love to get one of those Fujitsu units that I have inside the house in here where you could put heat in, and it's heat and AC, but I didn't feel like spending all the cash to do that. So I just kind of deal with that for now. Usually when the summer really hits, this becomes a hot box in here. And then that's when I kick it on. It's kind of hard to hear. I need to because I have a flat roof. When I did it years ago, I painted the top of the roof in that silver roof paint. I think I need to do another coating of it soon. That should help with things. Never ends with a house. Just when you do something, in a few years you gotta do something else. You should look into one of those Fujitsu units. Well, you know, those I don't have a picture of it, but inside my house, I got those wall units. You know, they stick on the wall, and you run the hose through your it runs through the wall, and it goes out to a compressor. So I don't have attic ACs. I got those wall units. They make those kits at Home Depot where you can put the wall unit in your house, and you can cut through the house. You put the hose, and then you have a compressor outside. That's what I want to do in the studio someday, in the back of the house. But the problem is, what I have to do is I have to take this wall unit out. I have to patch the wall, and then I could put one of those units in. But the problem is, depending on where the wires are and all that stuff, the goal would be to do the siding on my house first, and then do those units, because I need to do siding on the house. But that's down the line. So right now, this wall unit's fine. My mistake, though, is I should have bought a wall unit that also does heat. I just bought one that does AC. But in the winter time, it would have been great to have one that does heat as well. But I didn't know I would be where I am now when I bought the house, you know? Had no clue that I was going to be doing this and needing all that stuff. Oh yeah, then it's a different story if you're renting. Yeah, I get you on there. Yeah, I like those. For my studio, I wouldn't mind getting one of those, you know, wall units with the compressors, you know, those kits at Home Depot. Just for my studio. The ones I put in the main house when I bought the house, I got the Fujitsu ones, and I had it really professionally installed in good units. But for the studio, those things at Home Depot, those kits are fine. I know a couple people down here, supposedly just goes and gets those kits at Home Depot, and then they install them. I mean, if you know how to do it yourself, you could do it, but I would definitely have someone install it for me. Like I said, those little kits at Home Depot are pretty good. I mean, it's funny, for working from home, with the AC units I installed, the amount of electricity I use in the house, plus this wall unit here, my electric bill in the summertime is usually like $65, and those wall units that I have in the house, those super efficient ones, they don't really, they do their job and they don't, you know, they're pretty damn good. They were well worth the money that I paid to install them. It's funny, I get that thing in the mail every month about, you know, is your home efficient and where you are on the levels. So like this is like normal homes, efficient homes are here, and mine's like down here in the blue. So yeah, honestly, if I ever bought a bigger house, now, I mean this is a small house, so I really don't have I have an attic, but you have to crawl through it. You can't even like put a big unit in the house. So if I had a bigger house, I would not actually do ductwork. I would get those Fujitsu units and put them throughout the house, because when you have ductwork, you lose heat and you lose AC. But with those units, you close up all your ductwork and literally it keeps everything better inside the house. Plus, they're also whatchamacallit, they're dehumidifiers, so they actually take the humidity out too. So it's like three things in one. They're dehumidifiers, they're heaters, and they're also AC units. They're amazing units. I looked into putting in like an AC like in the attic, you know, and then ductwork. And the guy that whatchamacallit, that was renting out the place for my ex business, the boss and stuff. He came to the house and he looked at it and he's like, you know what? We're gonna put in Fujitsu units, and I know I could find what they look like. A picture on Google or something. They're Fujitsu, but I put them in 2012. Alright, so this right here is this is sort of a picture of what it is. It looks like you can get them in the UK. So that's sort of, make sure the link is working correctly. Yeah, so that's sort of what I have for my house. It's two wall units that are inside the house, and then it runs out to that compressor, and then that compressor, you know, and literally you can have one wall unit in one room, you can have another wall unit in another room, and you can put them throughout the house. And literally, so if somebody's in this room and they want their room like really cold, they can turn it cold. And if this person in this room wants it semi-warm, they can do it. So you can actually spread them throughout the house. It depends on how many units you want, and the more compressor, the bigger the compressor you need for more units, you know. I guess I don't know what they're called, but so I have one in the bedroom and one in the TV room, and literally they completely take care of the whole house. I just don't run them in the winter because I have baseboard heat. So being near the water, the baseboard heat is better. It warms the house better. But if I had one more unit in here, if I had like 3 split, I guess, whatever, I wouldn't need the baseboard heat. But if I wanted to see, when I installed those AC units in 2012, it was like $6,500 to do it. If I wanted to do a third one, it would have cost $10,000. So I decided just to stick with the 2 units and leave this one here. But yeah, so what I just showed you now, you can go to Home Depot and they actually have cheaper ones and they have a kit. And supposedly you're able to do it yourself. you know. But literally, if I was to like say I was gonna build a house from scratch, or say I was looking around here and I was gonna do a fixer upper, because these houses here don't really have attics, I would literally buy a house, rip out any of these wall units, and put those in the house. They are so efficient, it is unreal. Like everyone down here is telling me, oh, put solar panels on your roof, blah blah blah. The problem is a lot of the solar panels here on the roofs by the water, they go to crap, they destroy your roof. But by putting these units in the house, it's just as efficient, Like if I did solar panels and I have these units, my AC bill would probably be 0 every month, if that. But I don't want to risk destroying my roof. That gets expensive. Yeah, but if anyone's out there looking to them, they're, they're amazing. Like a lot of doctors' offices have those things if you go into them, and I think a lot of, like, schools are starting to install those units now. Because when I grew up, we had these, these shitty window units in like middle school and high school. But I think now all the schools are redoing that stuff. Yeah, I would look into them though if you can. They're pretty cool, And I love the idea I don't have any ducts in the house, duct work. So a lot of the stuff just stays in the house, doesn't go away. Yeah, look into them. They're, I think when I first put them in, I was like, oh man, these things are never going to keep the house cool. They're probably not as good. And then when I started paying only like $60 a month, running them all summer long, I was like, this is crazy, But then again, like I said, I got a smaller house too. I would actually like to put one of them in the garage. Get one of the really cheap ones at Home Depot. But the more I kind of look into the way the garage is set up, I don't think they would be worth it. Probably won't stay really too cool in there too long. No, I've known a couple people that use the portable ones, and they're really not that good. I've I had a couple friends that had them. They're good for like if you're in like a dorm room in college or something, but hold on 1 second. Be right back. Yeah, speaking of the AC, I remember in art school, I was renting an apartment that didn't have AC. And whew, there were some hot nights, I'll tell you that much. I don't know how I got through those back then. No, that was only on the weekends. Weekdays, I had no time for that. I had to wake up, go to class, finish class by 4 o'clock, and then get the bus, go to work, get back home by almost 11, and then try to do any kind of classwork I had to get done, and then get sleep. But weekends was all that. What hair are you sculpting? I'll do the other side another time. Just get this side done first. I might build on this once it cures, make it a little bit come off a little bit more. I'll see what happens. Okay. I gotta clean. This place is a wreck. Let's see. Trying to make it a little cute looking. I think that works. So if you can kind of close it a little bit, kind of see where we're at. Yeah, so I might build off a little bit more here, kind of make it bigger. So this side might be a little bit bigger than this side. We'll see how it works out. Alright, put this over here so I don't drop kick it. Alright. Now, for we'll work on her chest in a bit, but since these Aves is semi tough at the moment, it'll probably be better to start working this stuff out. So this is the 7 of 9. Alright. So, there's a couple ways of doing it. One, I could roll it out, try to roll thin, and put a roll here. Another way is sort of flatten it out and hit slices. But if you look at her rib cage, you can see it's kind of like, it kind of comes to a point and it kind of like feathers out a bit. So I'm trying to think on the best way. You can try and roll it out first. Reminds me, I gotta go get some more wax paper. I'm down to like 2 sheets left. So when the Aves gets a little bit tougher, it's sort of easier when you mix fresh Aves and you try to do this. So how long did I work on the hair? I worked on it for what, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Something like that. If you kind of let it toughen up a bit, where it's not like rock hard, but it's not super soft and it's squishing on you, you can kind of do this. Hey, what's up, Alex? Now you could use a baby powder to sort of roll it out, but I kind of want it to be tacky a bit, so we're gonna see how this works. Now when it starts to really stretch, it'll probably snap on you, so if you kind of cut off a little bit more. I would love to invest in one of those like pasta roller machines or something, but I know they kind of get caked up pretty bad with Aves. That's why I never really got one. It's good for like clay, but I think with Aves it'll start kind of like just getting to the point where it just cakes it up. Yeah, baby powder, cornstarch. I try to find my old baby powder that I used to use that I bought back in like 2015. I bought like a whole big bin of it. It was like 90 bottles in like a container. Like, you know, I think that stuff went bad on me because every time I started to use it, I started getting like sinus infections. So I threw it out and I got this new stuff, and so far I haven't had any problems. So I guess there's a shelf life. So I just went over to CVS and I bought baby powder with cornstarch, mild gentle. I think it's what does that say? Fragrance free on it. Oh, it's phthalate free. But what I try to do is I try to find stuff that doesn't have like crazy perfume in it, because I just can't stand like that crazy perfume. This is kind of like really like low key, and I figured so it does have an expiration date. 25. So I guess the old stuff I had expired, and I guess it started to give me sinus problems. So I threw it all away and I got this, and it's working pretty good. So, but I don't use it in here. You know, I can't, too much stuff in the house. So if this doesn't stick, let's see if this works. Alright, so I think what I'm going to try to do is sort of squish this in a way where I can try to create a point. I might have to go back in with some putty, but so I'm thinking of doing, let's see, I may have to use a different tool. Yeah, see how like Eve sort of gets caked up over time? So if I use one of those pasta rolling machines, it'll probably won't last very long. You're watching the old Starsky and Hutch stuff? I don't think I watched that stuff since I was a kid. What's making you watch it? Just trying to watch some old stuff, or? Yeah, don't blame me on that. Hey Raphael, how's it going? Yeah, all the old stuff was great. But I wasn't really a super fan of Starsky and Hutch. I mean, I saw it, but didn't really love it. It's kind of more into stuff I more remember was like MacGyver. Stuff like that is kind of what I was really into. Yeah, see, I never was into Star Trek either. Never really watched the old stuff. I think the only Star Trek I really ever remember watching was Stargate Universe. Because I was actually watching it and I didn't even realize it was Star Trek until, or wait, that was Stargate. Yeah, that was Stargate. I'm sorry, it wasn't Star Trek. Yeah, so I never really watched Star Trek. Oh, the pinhole here, that was for the outfit. That's kind of where they glued in the Vampirella outfit. TNG? Which TNG? Oh, Next Gen. I got you. Yeah, see, I don't. Not really a Star Trek person. Oh, I'm sure it's still good and stuff. I just don't really get into that stuff. I don't know. I was always more of a Saturday cartoon person, you know, like Tom and Jerry, uh, you know, Transformers, stuff like that. And then shows at night were kind of more MacGyver, Unsolved Mysteries. Let's see what else that I used to like to watch. You know, like Quantum Leap. I was never really into the Stargates or the Star Trek stuff. Yeah, like stuff like Unsolved Mysteries was the internet before the internet. Quantum Leap was fun stuff. Uh, and I mean, I used to watch The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno and stuff. That was kind of like my Marvel stuff back in the day as a kid. The old Spider-Man live action. Holy crap, that was so bad. Alright, so the way this is going to work is we're going to have to build one, clean it up, build another one, clean it up, build it, and keep going downwards. Because if I try and do them all in one shot, it's not going to work. Plus, this stuff is already starting to stiffen up. So before it gets too stiff, use my filler. Damn, I was supposed to get my cases today, but they all got delayed to Monday now. I think only the lights are coming in today. That sucks. I wanted to get that stuff done. Yeah, I was getting everything ready in the garage. I got all the tools out, and then looks like the emails just came in that they're being delayed till Monday. I wonder if that's because of the holiday weekend. Maybe the trucks aren't getting everything out fast enough. There must be some crazy traffic out there. So you guys got any plans this weekend with the 4th? I'm not doing anything. Traffic's too crazy. Plus I need to catch up on work, so figure when things died down I could go see my parents when there's not as much traffic. Yeah, I never really cared for fireworks. I never really bother with them. Doesn't really excite me. Even though when I grew up, they were just like down the road from me. I could never really cared about that stuff. I'd rather spend my time reading comics or go to a show, something like that. Sound system sounds good. Hopefully it works out for you. I don't know around you guys, but around here I really don't need to go anywhere to see fireworks, as people down here light this stuff off in the streets now. It's so weird. Growing up, fireworks were illegal in New Jersey. The only thing you could have was a sparkler. But now you go into Walmart and they have all kinds of fireworks you can buy, which is just mind-blowing to me. All my life we had to like sneak to get fireworks, and now it's like, yeah, just go down the street in Walmart and you can pick some up. They don't have like the dangerous, super dangerous stuff, but they have like Roman candles, and they have, you know, bottle rockets now and all that type of shit. Do you guys set up, like, do you guys buy prefab light stuff, or do you wire everything from scratch? I know a couple guys in the hobby would just go and buy like stuff at the Christmas tree store, and they would just gut out the lights out of those things. Alright, that's a good start. I'll sand this down when it cures up, and then we'll do the next one next time. Just keep taking our time down. I might have to do these three together, only because they're so close, but these definitely spread apart a little bit more. And then maybe we'll do the neck too and everything. Yeah, the prefab stuff is kind of more my speed. Where can I put this without hitting it? Put it over here. Alright, Lola. Where did we leave off last time? So last time we did the neck. I guess I cleaned it down. Forgot when I cleaned it. Got to clean up a little bit of the ears because I have a little bit of an air pocket in this ear here. A little bubble. See it? And cut that out. And then there's a little bubble over here. And then gotta cut this out. Alright, so before we work on the chest, let's put some putty in here. So I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a little bit of a spot over here. Just got to fill this in. And then over here, this piece is messy. Yeah, it's been a little minute, but trying to get back onto this stuff. Like I said, I was supposed to start up the Psylocke paint-up video, but that got backtracked. And then I've been wanting to get back on the Mary Jane, but haven't had a chance to work on that either, so life gets in the way. Nothing I can do about it. When I hit it with sandpaper later, it'll clean all this putty up. Figure let's get it filled up now. The head and neck worked out pretty well on that. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned. This head works great with this body. Alright, so we're going to build the chest, but we're going to try not to make the chest too big. But definitely better than what's there. And it's easier to sculpt the chest normally, even though we're going to see the under boob, but not the top of her. Sort of like that pic, but not as extreme. And I think what we'll do is, I was thinking, I think we talked about it last time, if I remember. What we'll do is we'll make it tight. So this way, if the shirt's tight, it sort of kind of pushes the chest in a bit. So I think that's what we'll do. I figure I'll do the chest and get everything done up here, and then I'll attach the arm. You know, maybe it'd be better to actually do the shorts too first, and then do the arm. So this way it's not in the way. So we'll probably definitely do the shorts first, and then we'll focus on getting the arm and then the upper body. That'll probably be better. Let's see, I'm supposed to get a FedEx box today. Let me check to see if it came. Just check the tracking before I get too involved with this one. It didn't arrive yet. Alright. Probably start working on it and it'll show up. Isn't that a slur now, Iceman? You're gonna get booted. I think it's a slur now. YouTube's not gonna like you. But again, everything's a slur now. Can't wait to the day. Well, yeah, everything is a slur now. I was gonna say like wait till 80s and 90s stuff is a slur, but it's kind of already there. Yeah, I actually, when I put up that Scarlet Witch video the other day, I got hit with copyright strikes. And it doesn't make any sense because it was royalty-free music I've been using for years. Actually, I should go in there and see if my dispute worked. I never got an email. It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like the same music over and over, but all of a sudden now it got disputed. Yeah, it's still being looked at. Doesn't make any sense. I gotta send an email to the guy who does the music and tell him that somebody's claiming his music again. No, Iceman, it's what you said before, Turkey. I think that's the whole thing is a slur now. I don't know. Like I said, I think people just make stuff up on Twitter now. Well, the whole YouTube thing is just a mess. I'm hearing now that they might be getting sued now. Because there's a lot of ads out there that are using copyright music that are not paying for it, and YouTube allowed it. I think there's something like that going on right now. So, from what I understand, YouTube is going to have another ad apocalypse, which means nobody's going to make any more money on YouTube, period. So, it's going to be a nice, fun, entertaining summer. The last ad apocalypse, people lost their minds. Like, a lot of people were making income off of YouTube, and it got cut in half or more. Now, oh yeah, I know there's something going on. Well, I have YouTube set up where when I upload, it also goes to Rumble. So, if something happens, you know, if the site just crashes one day and it's gone for good, at least I got everything on Rumble right now. And I think it's also set up for another site, which is, I think, Odyssey. So I think they go to Odyssey and Rumble. I think. I don't know. I just don't have time to do all the social media stuff. Yeah, I heard Kick is like taking all the Twitch people now. I should probably sign up on Kick just to get it set up. That's, you know, maybe that's what I'll do when I get a chance. I never signed up on Twitch though. I never liked Twitch. It was too many of the girls on there. Yeah, I heard he was planning on taking Twitter and making something bigger. So you can't. You're not. There's a lot of guidelines of how you're allowed to stream. So if you're a partner with a site, you can't stream on other platforms. I know, like, if you're a partner on like Twitch, you can't upload your videos to YouTube for a certain amount of time or something. I don't know. I'm a small time person, so I'm just waiting for when they start kicking people like me off of the platform. We'll see what happens. Ah, FedEx is here. Right back. Alright, perfect timing. So I didn't get too crazy, so I'll show you what I sent out a long time ago. Just came in the mail now. Another one of my display comics. So, I sent out a few comics to CGC to get signed by Alex Ross, and this is one of the ones I got graded. Now, this is a 9.6, I have a 9.8, but I sent my 9.6 because this was my first copy. It's kind of more my sentimental copy, so... You know, a lot of people would have said, oh, you should have sent your 9.8, but I wanted the 9.6 because this was my first one I got. And I kept it in good condition, and when I sent it in, it got graded at a 9.6. So, yep, another one of my display pieces. Can't wait to get all this stuff displayed up. Awesome. Love this cover. Also love the storyline. Storyline's amazing. Alright, so I just got one more batch of graded books to come in that I sent to Alex Ross because I made the mistake of sending in 2 different batches. But I'm getting all my Holy Grail signed. I got the first Rippaverse trade, the first one. I didn't read it yet. I did order it, but I didn't read it because I figured I want to keep it in good condition because of the way things are going. It's probably going to be like, you know, one of those Holy Grail books that people should have got in on if his whole universe grows to, like, you know, a really big comic book universe. So I'm trying to do that whole little investment thing, I guess. But the second Rippaverse that's up now, I didn't do it. You gotta understand too, he's starting out small, so I mean, how much can he put into one comic? So I can't, you know, if he doesn't have a backstory, it's probably because it's still new. Alright, so put one here. I know that feeling, Raz. I want to get some of my own stuff done too someday. I remember when I was working full time, there was days where I would be like, you know what, I'm gonna take off today and just work on the statue. I would call in sick sometimes and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna sculpt and paint today. Yeah, sometimes you just need to take a day for yourself. Nothing wrong with it. Just don't let the boss know, that's all. I saw a new print, well, a new sculpt. It was Poison from Street Fighter. I forgot the name of the sculptor, but I think I'm gonna try to get that print down the line. I really like what the guy did with that one. I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen it. Hey Jacob, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just plugging away. Oh, Airplane the movies? Oh god, those things are hilarious. You would never. It's so sad. You'll never see a movie like that made again. At least now, on in today's age. Those things were hilarious. I'm sure if young kids watched Airplane now, their heads would explode. Oh, Naked Gun series? Oh my god, I grew up on those. Even Police Squad? Oh, I used to love Police Squad. Yeah, Police Academy. All those movies you guys are talking about were so. Actually, I love comedy. I love comedy. I love those type of slapstick humor stuff. Always love that stuff. And I'm just. And it sucks that you don't see it anymore. You know. It's too offensive. People can't handle it, which doesn't make sense. Oh, Raccoon, you should watch the other ones. They're hilarious. Last movie, yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember. I couldn't even tell you. There's gonna be a UPS strike. Where did you hear that, Hanger? Is that on the? Is that on like someone his Facebook page? Well, as long as I get my my display cases on Monday, I'll be happy. I didn't hear anything about a UPS strike. Is that like super new news or something? Usually a lot of the sites I watch would mention that. Ah, that's interesting. Did anyone else hear anything about this? Gonna have to look into that. I wonder what's going on with UPS. Probably been shipping so much stuff so much. I bet you the workers are getting tired of all the crap. My favorite part from Airplane is when it was the guy from Star Trek when he's yelling. I think it was, what is it? Maybe it was number 2 or 3 when he was like, "It's the blinking and the beeping and the blinking. I can't take it anymore." I love that. That was probably my favorite scene from all the Airplanes put together. Yeah, Shatner, yep. That was... See, William Shatner is actually funny as hell. Like, in Star Trek, I was like, eh. But, like, in other movies, he is funny as all hell to me. Oh, Hot Shots? Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah, I used to, you know what it was? Is back then you can make fun of movies, you can make fun of actors, singers, a lot of comedy stuff. No one really cared. It was a good time. I'll tell you one movie that can never, ever, ever be made. And I'm pretty sure kids and people these days, you ever guys hear of Kentucky Fried Movie? I think it was the same guys that did like Airplane in them, but it's a really, really, really out there movie. Like, I can't even mention the things that they did in that one. But Kentucky Fried Movie, that will blow your mind. If you guys have never seen it, look into it. And if you have people that are very offensive over everything, don't watch it in front of them. Exactly, Jacob. Yep. It was, what is it, Rex Kramer, the Daredevil? Oh, Raccoon, you never saw Kentucky Fried Movie? Yeah, watch it. Um, if you like airplane comedy, but if you want to see it taken to another level, that movie will take it to another level. I love the newscaster skit when they're talking on the news, but the couple's in their house and they're all getting into the camera, looking and watching. Oh man, yeah, Kentucky Fried Movie, holy crap! It's Raccoon. It's like a cult classic. It's like one of those movies that you gotta have friends tell you about it. Yeah, yeah. 77, the year I was born. But I remember I was in middle school, so it was probably like around 85 or something or whatever. I forgot. And I remember I went over to a friend's house. He's like, "You gotta watch this movie," and it was just I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, that was a it was a crazy crazy movie. And then uh the one movie with Val Kilmer in it. He was the. It was like set in like World War II, I think it was. What was the name of that movie? Top Secret. That movie was funny. That's like another good one. Brewster's Millions was great. Stir Crazy, but yeah, Top Secret. Top Secret is one of my favorite comedies. I don't know why, but that one, as a kid, I used to watch it all the time. I think what it was is when the guy jumps on the grenade to save everybody, but everybody else around him blows up out the window and he survives. That was just stupid shit like that was funny. Raccoon, if you watch Kentucky Fried Movie, make sure you tell me your thoughts after you see it. I wanna know what you think about it. Alright, well, make sure you watch it. And if you want to be a real ass to one of your friends, if you have anyone that's really offensive and they never seen it and you never seen it, sit down and make them watch it. It's it's out there. I also like the guy in airplanes. He's like, "Tell me everything up that happening up to now." And he's like, "Well, first the Earth cooled, then the dinosaurs came," and then he just that guy is hilarious in the airplane movies. Who was the brother's name that did all those airplane movies? It was the two brothers. Um, they actually, if you watch Kentucky Fried Movie and you watch the airplane movies, there's an old lady in them. That's actually their mother. They put their mother in the movies. The Zuckerman, yeah. So they actually, I don't know how many movies their mother was in it, but I do know they put their mother into the movies, and that's hilarious because, it's just funny that they put her in there. No, not that lady. She, yeah, if you knew who she was in. I don't think she was in all the movies, but if you, the only scene I really remember her in that would be noticeable. If you ever watch Kentucky Fried Movie, the lady who goes walks into the house and she goes, it smells like somebody took a dump in here. That's actually their mother, who is the one of the brothers of the stuff. So, but like I said, I think she was in the other movies in just like small parts. You know what? We'll get movies like that again because what'll happen is like history repeats itself. Like back in the day, everybody was so sensitive and you couldn't do stuff, and then people started to retaliate and fight the power, you know, and then people started kind of doing stuff, and it started to slide. So the generations now are very sensitive, but maybe the newer generations coming up might actually start to rebel again, you know? Like in the 80s, everything was rebellion, you know, and in the 90s, and then now I don't know what the hell happened now, but yeah, maybe it'll get better down the line. Who knows? Maybe young generations will wake up, you know, or maybe not. Maybe we're all just doomed. Maybe it's just time for the asteroid to come and just end it all. Yeah, it's best just to enjoy yourself now while you can, Raccoon. You know? Enjoy all the stuff now because they're gonna probably, well, they're already doing a modern age book burning with movies. Like, you know, all these online sites that you stream, they're taking down all the offensive stuff. Yeah, Jacob, you're like my college buddy. He's got everything on like all the VHS and DVD stuff. So he's pretty much set. I got rid of all my DVDs a few years ago, but that's because I ripped everything onto a hard drive. Yeah, I wanted. The problem is a lot of the DVDs I had weren't widescreen because I was buying them like I was getting up all my favorite movies back when like Best Buy would always have those sales, and I would buy all the old stuff that I enjoyed. And then I started ripping them all to the hard drive. So I have them on two hard drives. One is a backup, and one I hook up to the TV with my Mac Mini. And I said I really don't want the DVDs anymore because it was just collecting dust. So I sold them off. Now I like the idea of just having the little Mac Mini hooked up to the TV, turn it to HDMI, and then turn on the Mac Mini and just put it into one of my what is it called? It's L Media video player I downloaded off of the Apple Store, and basically just throw in like 5 movies into the program and just let it play all day long. I mean, I wish I had a lot more stuff, but I don't. I really don't really need it all. I really don't need to worry about the front of it because it's going to get covered by the shirt. It's mostly here and under I need to work on. Like right there. So I guess if we like mark it sort of, so kind of like, or even a little bit under. Yeah, so I just need to worry about this part under here. This will get tweaked. Just want to look kind of correct, or a little bit better if it's looking underneath. So we gotta clean this up a bit. Yeah, this was a broken item. Her leg's in the other room. Just like her arm is right here. It's one of those items that got damaged. It was smashed up pretty well. But yeah, so it's not as big as what it was. I mean, they look big now, but it was not as big as what Power Girl had because I brought a lot of this in. No, I'll put it back. I mean, it's a clean break. I already rebuilt most of the muscles. Yeah, see, it's just the leg is right there. Because I sanded down the boots and I was rebuilding the muscles and stuff. So yeah, it'll go on pretty well. No, it's mostly staying the same, but I tilted the head, and then we're gonna put a basketball in her arm here, you know. I know in the picture she doesn't have shoes, but I'm gonna sculpt sneakers on her. I'm gonna give her sneakers. It's gonna be more of like a cosplay girl. I'm not doing the whole bunny or fur on her. and I think it looked pretty cool. Yeah, just not overthinking it. Just a simple pose like she's ready to play basketball. So once I get this kind of cleaned up more and I start doing stuff, you know, I'll get a basketball printed out for here and we'll just kind of put it in. No, she doesn't have bunny ears like the cosplay girls that dress up. They just kind of like put on the outfit and they just kind of put their hair in a ponytail. So we're keeping that. I know a lot of the stuff I pick, you know, it's always got that certain look or it's got to be a certain way, but I'm kind of thinking more like just like a superhero look to it. Oh yeah, I'll probably maybe put a cottontail in the back. I was thinking of that. I think some cosplay girls do that. I have to look up more when I get a chance. Because the main focus of this was to rebuild the whole midsection on her and rebuild all this because she was really thicker. Because the way they sculpted Power Girl was pretty thick and she had a huge chest. So the idea was to really kind of bring this out more since we're going to see the abs. So I took down the waist a lot, took down a lot in here as well. So she's got more of a curve coming this way. And then this looks pretty good. So I'm going to clean up this arm here while I have chance. This is going to have to get sanded down and cleaned up. But like I said, when I do the shirt on there, I'll make it look like the shirt's squeezing them a little bit. So we'll have a little fun with that. We'll make a tight shirt so it looks like it's being squeezed. a little extra. And for the shorts, I know the picture looks like those shorts, but I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different for the shorts. I know the basketball, they have like those basketball shorts, but I was thinking of trying something more like of something a little different. We'll see. We'll get to it. Well, you ever see those Japanese shorts that girls use for when they play like volleyball? I was thinking of something more like that. Not like basketball, but more of that volleyball look. I don't know, I was thinking of something like that. Well, I know some of the volleyball stuff has it come down lower, but I'm thinking a little bit more higher. I don't know. I gotta kind of toy with it. We'll do some polling, see what people vote on, type thing. Right now, I just kind of want to focus on the anatomy, get it all kind of where I need to get it. She was banged up pretty bad, and I really wanted to try, like, you know, just do a little bit of this practicing of rebuilding this area. '70s hot shorts. I'll have to look up what they look like. I can't picture it in my mind just yet. Classes is coming along pretty well. I didn't do much today. I was just kind of getting some of the other parts of him prepped up. I was waiting for the guys to get back to me on comments, so they got to me a little bit later today what they wanted, some stuff on it. But I'll probably be getting back to him on Monday. So I'll probably try and stream again next week when I get a chance, depending on what mood I'm in. If I need to just kind of like focus on it and get it done, I'm just gonna focus on it. But we hashed out the details. We're kind of ready to go on that. So, and hopefully Monday the paints come in too, so I can start doing the red metallics. It's kind of funny. The Colossus himself is not, I would say, complex in coloring, because he's just like silver, red metallic, and like red leather outfit. But literally, there's so many damn pieces. It's a pain in the ass. And then the base has got all that work because it's Sugar Man. So it's two characters in one. And he's big. So the way it works is paint Colossus first, get everything together, make sure he fits in the base correctly, and then start working on Sugar Man in the base. The current stuff for Friday streams and Patreon is basically Harley, Lola, and 7 of 9. That's kind of for like the Friday stream Patreon stuff. For commission stuff, it's the Colossus. I just finished up Scarlet Witch. I just finished up some Psylocke heads. And then once the Colossus are done, I'll be pulling out I forgot what else. I got a couple other things I got to start working on. Personal stuff is just Power Girl stuff for right now, and Hyperion. I got a lot of personal stuff to work on next year too, so I have a lot of stuff for myself, but that's all kind of here or there. Yeah, I'll get back on Hyperion. Like, if there's a day where I really want to paint something and I want to do my own personal stuff, I'll get back onto him. Not really too concerned about him yet because I still got to build the cases. If I paint him up, he's going to be in here collecting dust. I want to make sure when I'm done with him, he's in the case and he's ready to go. Yeah, there's not a lot of hours, plus there was a lot of delays too last year and this year, so that kind of screwed everything up. But whenever I get a chance though, I like to, you know, like tomorrow I might do some personal stuff. Just kind of do some of my own stuff. No, you know what it is too, is I gotta get back on my schedule. I gotta be able to wake up in the morning, get some work done, have my, get back on my diet, because I was on the road a lot too, so I wasn't eating like I should be eating, so that screwed me all up, and then so get back on my diet, get back to working all day long. Sometimes at night I'll stop early and then I'll go back and do some stuff, or sometimes I'll go late or whatever, so. Wasn't that episode of Seinfeld taken off the air too because it was too? I know the one parade was taken off. Alright, so as far as Lola goes, I'll let this cure up and I'll sand it all down, get it going. And then I think we start working out the outfit. I think that's kind of where we're at with this one. No, not the red ribbon. It was the that was for the cancer. I thought it was the was it the Puerto Rican parade episode? I think it was Seinfeld that was taken out. I know if you have the old DVD set, it's in there. Yeah, we're moving along pretty well. So, one of the things I gotta start thinking about is the whatchamacallit, bases for these two characters. Gotta keep that in the back of my mind. Is that the one, Raccoon? It was the traffic jam in the parade. I think that was the one that was taken out. I don't know who got offended over it, but somebody did. I finished the base on the Power Girl 3D print. I just didn't do the video yet. What I have to do is I have to set aside a day to prep it for paint. It's pretty much ready for paint. I just have to sit down and really fine tune it, but other than that, she's pretty much ready to go for paint. Oh, that might be it, Raccoon. Okay. Yep, that might be what it was. Yeah, Jacob, and the other thing too is I got the Psylocke I got to start a video on too, so one day I'll start working on that. Alright, so I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. Just wanted to get some sculpting done, but I think that's about it. No, Jacob, you can tell my videos are very sloppy and they're not really all that together. I just, on a Sunday morning, I wake up, get a cup of coffee, and I sit down and I edit for like an hour or so, and then it takes longer for me to upload them than it does to edit. I really don't do crazy editing. You know, I'm not going to sit there and spend 10 hours editing a video and then, you know, get like a 200 views, you know. I just not gonna, I don't put a lot of effort into it. Simple iMovie edits, get to the point, and I'm done. That's all. That's all I do. But yeah, that's what I'm calling it for today. You guys have a good weekend. Hopefully your 4th is good. Like I said, I'll stream again next week once I'm start working on Colossus again. And then hopefully by next Friday, maybe I'll have some of this sanded down and we can start planning some more stuff on these. Alright, so have a good weekend, guys.